Okay, so what is coming up this weekend? Well, we know there's Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day can be a great day for some of us. It can be not a great day for some of us. And so let's be kind and just be loving to everyone this week for those that are not always happy about Valentine's Day. Usually for us, it's a good excuse to go out for lunch. Okay, hi, Michael and Debbie. Debbie, you made it live. All right, so let's see what's coming up. All right, so for Monday, the energy for Monday. Oh, it's my goodness, I pulled two cards. Usually I try to pull just one, but I've got a card of separation and a card of no change. Hi, Barbara and Justine, good to see you. So on Monday, I would say what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a mix of energies. I think that what you're gonna find is that some people are pulling away. You may find it's easier if you've been stagnated to get out of that, to break that energy. You may find that it's easier for you to leave situations that no longer serve you, but you may make the decision on Monday. You may not carry it through right away. Hey, Kathy and Barbara, glad you could join us. You may not follow through right away. So Monday, again, we're going to be gentle with ourselves this week, but Monday you may decide to get out of a situation that is no longer serving you, but you just may not be able to get through it. Now, I would take my glasses off to get rid of this annoying kind of light, but then I couldn't see who's on the screen. So I like to say hello to people. So we're going to deal with the reflections. So what about Tuesday? Tuesday is a day of, to me, first of all, if you take medication, make sure you're taking it properly. If you go to the pharmacy, make sure you get the right pills. Tuesday is a day where medications can get mixed up, but on a less mundane meaning, Tuesday can be a day where you're really looking, saying, am I getting back what I'm putting into this situation, whether it's a love relationship, a work relationship, no matter what that situation is. Am I getting back what I'm giving, or am I giving more than I'm getting back? Now, we know it's never 50-50, right? No relationship, whether it's a love relationship, a work relationship, or a family relationship, no relationship is 50-50. But to me, my feeling, especially for work or for love, is that if you have the 70-30 rule, if 70% of your relationship, you're good, you're empowered, you're great, everything's going great, you may find you can take, oh, hi, Kate, good to see you. You may find that it's worth it, right? It's worth putting energy in. But anything less than 70-30, like some people that are struggling in relationships, I'm like, all right, well, if you want to deal with 60-40, but if you're getting less than that, if less than that relationship, less than 60% of the time, I like 70 or 80%, but less than 60% of the time isn't really great, what you doing, right? And so Tuesday, you're going to be looking at that. Hey, David, good to see you. You're going to be looking to see, are my relationships at least in that 70-30, 80-20, good versus not so good? Because there's always not so good, I was just talking with somebody the other day, and I'm like, I love my husband. He can be moody, so maybe there is that percentage that isn't that great. But if you get 70 to 80% of your relationship, it's good that much, then that's probably worth putting energy to. But Tuesday, you're going to be looking at that. Hey, Diane, good to see you. So let's see what Wednesday holds. Wednesday is a card. The sun is such a great card. Even upside down, I don't see it as negative. But I feel that this whole week has been almost like, when you're about to aim, well, if you've ever done archery, or you can imagine it if you haven't, you aim, you pull back, you think you're not doing anything, and there's tension, right? What are you supposed to be doing? You're supposed to be aiming. You're supposed to be deciding where you want that arrow to go. Well, the early part of this week seems to be like you're pulling back, there may be a little tension, and even on Wednesday, you can see the bright side, and you're aiming at what you want, but there's still a little bit of tension. You haven't let go of that. Let that arrow fly. Well, let's see. Talking about an arrow flying, how does Valentine's Day look? Well, I'm happy to say I finally get a card of movement. This is literally a card of movement. If you can see it, this card, the Six of Swords, is a card of moving forward. And it's a moving forward, letting go of the past, not dwelling in the past, recognizing that, yeah, and that 80-20, maybe 20%, hey, Mary Beth, maybe 20% isn't that great, but I'm moving forward. I'm choosing to move forward fully conscious, fully aware of what's working for me and what's not. Right? I'm moving forward. I'm either letting it go behind me, what's no longer working. Hey, Susan, good to see you. I'm either letting it go or, oh, hi, Carrie, or I'm going to move forward, take it with me. Right? Because we know that whether it's love relationship, work relationship, family relationship, it is never all daisies, right? Every once in a while, there's a little bit of fertilizer. All right, so Thursday, we choose to move forward in our life, take what works for us, be honest about what doesn't work, and make the choice to either live with it or not. Okay, so that's Thursday. Kind of a serious Valentine's Day, if you ask me. All right, so what about Friday? Friday, we there might be a couple breakups on Friday. Friday, we walk away from a situation, a no-win situation, but we also recognize that sometimes people just like to whine about no-win situations and not walk away. They'd rather just despair. And so I think on Friday, we're going to tell people, pooping it off the pot, right? Either do something or stop whining about it. But on Friday, it does show walking away from a situation, a no-win situation. And so Friday, you may find maybe your Valentine's Day didn't go the way you hoped. Maybe it had nothing to do with love. Maybe it's a job. Maybe you just realize that this just is not where you want to be. And Friday is a walk away day. Now, I always say, if you're going to leave a job, even a love relationship, make sure you've got your ducks in a row before you do that. All right, so Saturday. Saturday is a day of rest. Saturday is a day where you just I just saw a post about this today, that the wise sometimes realize that sitting and watching and doing nothing is the best way to gain wisdom. Think about it. There's a story. It has to do with the hanging man in Tarot, but it's the myth that goes along with that, which is the Odin myth. Odin is a Norse god. He gives his eye for wisdom. Why? Because he knows that he can't see everything with these eyes. He needs to use his inner eye. And so as an agreement, he gives up one eye, but he also agrees to stay in a tree for a year and to gain wisdom. What is he doing? He's suspending his reality. He's suspending his view of only seeing with these eyes, and he's moving forward in life after a time of introspection and a time of seeing how the world is and how it's different. Hi, Melissa and Teresa. How it's different than what he may have wanted it to be. And so on Saturday, you may be looking and saying, this is really a very introspective week. I would also say there is a strong chance that they may not pull it together in time to avoid another shutdown. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but the cards are not looking good for that, because it's a week of taking time out, sitting back, looking at things. Hey, William, good to see you. Lynette, good to see you. It's so funny. Some of you guys are from my high school. Anyway, Saturday's a time of just sitting back. And so we'll see how it goes, and no political commentary on my stream, please. Thank you. So Sunday. Sunday is the justice upside down. Sunday, you may find that you look and you say, you know what, until things get more equitable, until I feel like there's a fair shake, I'm going to wait to put my hat in the ring, so to speak. And so you may find that watch out for just unfair things. You may, hi, Ray, how you doing? Talk about people we grew up with. So on Sunday, you may find that it's a day where you would not do a lot of action. So what am I seeing this week? I'm basically seeing this is a week of evaluation. What's working for you, what's not, whether it's a love relationship, whether it's a work relationship, whether it's just a situation, but really looking and evaluating. It is not a high action time. All right, so let's just review. Monday, for some reason, we got two cards. It's a day of stepping back and saying, I'm not going to do anything until I'm really sure what I'm doing. Tuesday, you're looking to see, are those partnerships, whether it's love, business, or whatever. Are my relationships giving me back what I'm putting into it? Remember, we said we don't expect 50-50. We don't expect to get back everything that we give, all right? We tend to be, especially psychic and intuitive people, a group of givers. And so you're not going to get back 100%, but there should be some fair trade. On Wednesday, it's a day that I really like. Hey, Karen, how you doing? I really like Wednesday. I think it's a day where we're going to feel more optimism. We may not be able to act on that optimism right away, but we're going to feel like we can see our way through this. On Thursday, we move forward. Thursday, you may find Valentine's Day, you say, well, this isn't the best, but I see the good, the bad, and the ugly. Hey, Shane, how you doing? I see the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I'm going to deal with it, or I'm going to stop complaining about it, but I'm either going to deal with it or I'm going to leave it behind, one or the other. But it's time to move forward. Whether I take this situation, this person, this whatever it is, this bad habit of mine or this good habit of mine, whether I take it forward with me or not, whatever it is, I'm going to make the decision today. On Friday, we walk away from a bad situation, and sometimes we realize people just want to whine and complain, which does not leave me feeling good about getting a resolution before the shutdown. Now they may kick the can down the road. Maybe they'll fund for a little while, but I'm not seeing a really resolution. If there is a resolution, there are a large number of people that are not happy about it. On Saturday, and no political commentary, please. On Saturday, it's a day where we're just kind of hanging out, looking at our options. And on Sunday, we're recognizing life isn't fair. My mom once said to me, Cindy, just believe in something. And so even though on Sunday, if you look around, you say, oh man, life's not fair. Recognize that there is something that you believe in, something that makes you passionate, something that's important to you, whether it's your faith, whether it's your passion, whether it's another person, or whether it's just understanding that there is some higher wisdom, some higher justice in the divine plan. Whatever works for you, that's what you're going to be focusing on Sunday. Let's not focus on what we feel is going wrong. Let's remember all that's going right. Oh, hi, Soli, good to see you. So that's basically the week. Now, last week, if you were here, I didn't have my tarot cards because I had packed them away. And I did a little bit of a channel and by getting a picture or a word, and I'd go on that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish up with a little something extra message for the week. So bear with me 1 second while I get something for us. Oh, how beautiful. They're showing me horses. One is white. Okay, yeah, David's reminding us. Friday's really good. Valentine's Day candy's 50% off. So my vision is I'm seeing a white horse with other different colored horses all around. And one of the things that I'm feeling is that this week is going to be a mix of energies, good, bad, and ugly. And we're going to have to remember that in our divinity, in our divine plan, there is a plan, there is a higher justice. And when we focus on that, we can then recognize that we just can't see it all, and that what we see in front of us is not the whole picture, because just like Odin had to give one of his eyes out to gain wisdom, we can have to look with more than our visual eyes and know that there's more going on behind the surface. That's your message for this week. Well, thank you for joining us. Now, if you share this week, you will share this post, this Tarot Insights, it enters you into a contest. This week we only had 8 shares because I just restarted the contest, and so everybody had a pretty good chance. So anyway, what do you win? You win a soul energy map. What is that? It's a picture or a symbolic representation of your soul energy, your strength. It includes totems, past lives. Everyone is different. It'll have symbols and all of that good stuff on it, male or female. This is a man's view. This is a female view. They all have different, they all come out a little bit different. And so if you'd like to enter into a contest to get a free one, That's so funny. Yeah, with a New York accent. If you want to win a free one, share this post and someone will win one. Thank you so much and have a wonderful week. God bless. Bye-bye.